Welcome to the Courting Happiness podcast. This is a space where self-care becomes part of your day. A space where you learn evidence-based strategies to help your life, share it with those you love, and cultivate well-being at work. I'm your host, Dr. Courtney Alston. I'm a former news director, television reporter turned happiness scholar, TEDx speaker, and transformational trainer. I also understand hardships. While working my dream job in television, I lived a nightmare suddenly becoming a young widow after 86 days of marriage. I became committed to learning more about resilience, healing, and happiness. This is how I discovered my area of research, which is positive psychology. Now I'm living my calling of training individuals and organizations on happiness. And my new chapter begins with being happily engaged. The Courting and Courting Happiness is about a true courtship. I like to say commitment with happiness. The K in courting stands for the vulnerability of sharing my story, inspirational interviews with phenomenal people, the infusion of positive psychology, and so much more. You'll learn how to commit to your well-being one episode at a time. I hope you subscribe and share. So, are you ready? Let's get started. Welcome to episode 71. I'm Dr. Courtney Alston. Thank you so much for listening. I'm so happy that you're here. This episode is a somber one, but I truly believe it's a necessary conversation. The story has been making news around the world. Former Miss USA, Cheslie Kryst, died Sunday. The New York City office of the chief medical examiner confirmed that she died by suicide. She was 30. Cheslie was an attorney with an MBA, was an entertainment news correspondent for Extra, and my heart goes out to Cheslie's family and friends. I wanted to spend this podcast discussing suicide prevention. According to the Center for Disease Control and Prevention, 9.3 million people experience thoughts of suicide. Globally, the World Health Organization estimates more than 700,000 people die due to suicide each year. That are almost 77% of all global suicides occur in low and middle income countries. In this episode, I will share warning signs and resources if you or your loved one needs help. We're going to focus on how to identify someone at risk for suicide online. Now, according to the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline, people often express one or more warning signs before attempting suicide. Now, in general, they also share that a person expressing one or more of the following warning signs could be in a comment, a message, a profile, or a post, or these are the elements, of course, online. Then they mention some of the following that they might actually share. Talking about wanting to die or kill oneself. Expressing the desire to kill or injure themselves, looking for information about methods of suicide, talking about feeling hopeless or having no reason to live, talking about feeling trapped or in an unbearable pain, talking about being a burden to others. They may also share, people are better off without me. Increasing the use of alcohol or drugs, acting anxious or agitated, or behaving recklessly, withdrawing or feeling isolated, showing rage or talking about seeking revenge, displaying extreme mood swings, talking about wishing harm to themselves, or expressing a heightened fixation with death or violence. If you need help, or know someone who does, we have information to share with you. In the United States, call the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline at 1-800-273-8255. That's 1-800-273-8255. Worldwide, there is Find a Helpline, which is a free online tool that connects people to helplines in more than 50 countries. And that's findahelpline.com. Again, that's findahelpline.com. There's the International Association for Suicide Prevention and Befrienders worldwide. They also provide contact information for crisis centers around the world. You can find, again, all these resources on our website at drcourtneyalston.com/podcast/episode 71. I hope you share this podcast with your family, friends, or post it across your social media. Together, we can share suicide prevention resources with the world. Thank you for listening.